Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm Caryn, your host, CEO, founder, spiritual and transformational mindset, life and book coach at On The Go Talent. You can find me at onthegotalent.com or at Caryn Lutz, CarynLutz. Welcome. Hi, and thank you for being here. As we continue on this journey, I say we because you are here with me as I go through this. So I'm modeling for you all this process, and I hope you are enjoying the ride so far. Today, as I dive deeper into healing relationships and starting with yourself first, it's so difficult because we live in a world where it's so easy to get caught up in the external validation of finding out who we are instead of really asking ourselves. Everything that we need is all within. It's all within God, and we connect in that collective consciousness. And I say this because I'm starting to see the ripple effect around me, and it's amazing. So I say you start with yourself, and you cleanse yourself of the trauma and anything else that you may be holding on to. And it's very difficult to do so. Those of you who have been on this journey with me have known over the past 2 years, it's been totally life-changing. And I'm so incredibly grateful. And as my husband and I talk about, we are so lucky that we decided to make the choice to change, to awaken to the truth of who we are and who we are meant to be. And it always seems to go back right to who I was. But I got lost on that path a couple of times, and to get back on that path. And as I've been mentioning, it's because of my own limited beliefs, thinking, oh my gosh, is this the right way? Is this crazy? Is this what I'm supposed to do? And then you start to go out into the world, and then you become codependent, and you become a people pleaser. And that's what starts to happen. So I ask you today to take time with yourself. Be alone, like they always say, like in Christianity, be alone with God and all that. But it's really you. It's you. Take the time and discover who you are and your purpose in this lifetime. And as I'm learning, a lot of the traumatic experiences has birthed a whole new life purpose, and you wonder why things happen to you, and you look at it in several ways, and that's one thing about me, and I think that's why I always felt like, I understand this stuff, and it may be over people's heads. I know it's over some of my close family members' heads, but it really makes sense. And hi, and thank you for being here with me. And I can't wait to talk about our friendship. I see you. Like I said, I won't call out. But this is so incredible because the work I've been doing, it really takes everything about you and puts it into perspective. And I'll be quite honest with you, dealing with ADHD and higher level thinking, if you may, sometimes I really didn't understand like why things were the way they were until I reflected back upon my life. And then once I started to do that, I started to really see the truth and was able to be at peace. I have high energy, yes, but I'm able to now focus and see what's ahead. I was always able to see what's ahead. But with that being said, I look at the chaos and I look at the trauma And like I was mentioning in the other episode, universal law, it's the law of cause and effect. And that's where I'm at now. How cool is that I get to go back and be so intuitive with all of my behavior now and see like, wow, like you have the ability to create these things around you. You have the ability. You are the creator. And when I say this, I mean, I look back and sometimes I get sad because I didn't realize for like the longest time that I really did have ADHD and how much trauma affected me. And I forgive myself first, and then I forgive the people around me. And I want you to think about what I'm saying because it's so true. Think about your behavior and how it affected everybody around you and the choices you made, because it's all about the choices you made. You can't blame your parents. You can't blame your friends, you know, and it's tough growing up. That's why it's so important. And when I taught psychology, I talked about a product of your environment. Like what is going on around you? But what matters more is what is going on inside of you. It's from within you first. And that's where change really begins. And I am changing for the better and for the good. And this is really so imperative, especially in this time that we're living in. You know, Joe and I had this conversation yesterday. I said, you know, history, he's the high school history teacher. And it's like history repeats itself. History repeats itself. You know why these things happen? Because we don't change as individuals. Like we go out and blame politics, blame this, blame that, blame this. Go within. And this is what we should be teaching these generations now, moving forward. The work that I'm learning now is helping to correct and heal 12 generations back, 12 generations forward. And I'm so excited to leave that legacy. You never know. Maybe what I'm saying now could be in the history books in the future, with metaphysics and healing and, whole brain learning. This is just where I position myself right now in the work that I'm doing. And it all starts with self. And that's why I've come back to me doing the inner work and really healing through. And I'm excited because from what I'm seeing, there's so much joy that will be created, so much love, so much peace from this. I speak prophecy. I've people who are watching could say this. Like, I just never put it in perspective, but as I'm learning, it's channeling or whatever you want to call it. But we're all connected. We are all connected, and we are all on this earth right now in this moment together. So if I'm over your head, great. But go back and listen to what I'm saying, because I'm the seed. I'm planted. You know, Joe and I are the Tomato Seed Project. Like, we are the Tomato Seed Project. We are proof. We are modeling things that we're learning to heal and be at peace. And no one has the right to fix, change, control, or judge you. When we pass on, you are not going to know where we go. We will know where we go. Do you understand what I'm saying? So stop judging. Stop judging people. I love all people. And I think that's one of the things that maybe really has made an impact on the people around me and the older generations, because I love all people. I don't care who you love or what color your skin is or where you came from. I look at your heart, and that's the honest to God's truth. You know, I know who I am in that perspective. So healing relationships, people, starts with yourself. I am so grateful that you are here watching me, and I send so much love to you. And there are great things coming, and I'm going to tell you about bigger things coming soon in the future months ahead, okay? Because it's not for me, the stuff that I plan right now, and that's the greatest part. I know one of my strengths is bringing people together. I love bringing people together. And one of the things that I want to do is heal people who want to be together but are afraid. As I'm learning, you either learn through fear or you learn through love. I am love. I want to continue to learn through love and see the best in people like I've always been. And I think back of like why people tell me things, and I'm like, it's because of their limited beliefs. It's not for me to worry about. I know where my